I'm here at the NASDAQ market site today talking about something that's very important and everyone should be paying attention to, especially as we go into this long Labor Day weekend and you're with your loved ones, your wives, your mothers, your grandmothers. Everyone should be paying attention. Valerie, I'd like to start out with you. What is the biggest challenge right now to ovarian cancer diagnostic care?
It is awareness. Bottom line is women are unaware of the common symptoms. We call it the BEAT: bloating, B for bloating, E for eating feeling full, A for abdominal pain, and T for trouble with bladder. And women need to dial those symptoms in so that they understand those symptoms when the cancer is at an earlier stage. Because that's when, with any cancer, that's when you can cure the cancer.
I was shocked that one of the stats that I read was that 60% of the cases are caught in late stages.
That is correct. It is the only female disease where the majority of the cancers are discovered late stage, and at that point, within 5 years, 80% of the women do not survive.
Now, Vermillion, you are producing a product which helps to test for this and find this before it's too late.
Yes, our test is called the OVA1 test. It is a test to determine your risk of malignancy when you have a pelvic mass. Why that's important: if you have a pelvic mass, if it's low risk, you stay with your GYN, but more importantly, if it's high risk, you need to get to a specialist. There's only 1,000 specialists in the country.
And what's the next step here? I remember reading in your Q2 report that you were talking about expansion and trying to get more people to be aware of the product. Where do you go over the next year to make more doctors and patients aware that this product exists?
Well, with the help of Sherry Pollex and Shannon Miller, who have been a tremendous asset to our company, literally in a short quarter, we have touched from 600,000 lives to close to 7 million lives in 3 months. And when that's the help of getting the word out, making people aware, and really having women dial in their symptoms so they can control their destiny.
You mentioned that there's only about 1,000 of these doctors in the country that are currently, that have a good handle of how to treat this. Why is the current framework of care that women receive so bad right now?
Oh my goodness, that's going to take a while. It starts with, number one, is ovarian cancer was a rare disease, right? So a small disease, people aren't paying attention to it, but it's a disease that everyone knows someone, and that's actually one of our taglines for Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. If you dial back and whether you're talking to someone at the dry cleaners, at the grocery store, it's a disease that really takes women out at their knees in the prime of their life, and it's a disease where when you're diagnosed, it's that 80% of the women don't make it. So we at Vermillion, the goal is to have our technology get into the hands of physicians, more importantly, make women aware so they can control their destiny.
And so, should more women be asking their doctor for this test?
Absolutely. If a woman has what we call the BEAT: bloating, eating feeling full, abdominal pain, trouble with bladder, please ask your doctor about OVA1. More importantly, you can take a pelvic mass risk assessment on knowpelvicmass.com.
So to treat both this, ovarian cancer and other cancers in this area, the U.S. spends roughly $28 billion a year on this sort of care. How much does this test cost?
This test costs, our list price is $14.95. We receive on average about $700 for the test. A patient can pay out of pocket for the test about $295. And so $28 billion is spent on pelvic mass overall. So there's different types of pelvic mass. The cost to ovarian cancer to the U.S. healthcare system is about $5.2 billion. So when you look at the average incident rate is 22,000 patients a year. About 200,000 women live with ovarian cancer, and that cost to the healthcare system is about $5.2 billion. So a huge cost with very little improvement in outcome.
And as you look globally, a potential market for the product, I think I read that 90% of cases are outside the U.S.?
That is correct. So 10% is in the U.S., 90% is outside the U.S. In fact, there's countries that are targets for our technology because we are a platform technology. The UK has the highest mortality rate of any developed country worldwide. Israel, with the Ashkenazi Jewish population, also a target market for us. So not only do we need to bring our technology here within the States, but we need to ensure that we are helping women globally.